Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Septeria 18. I hope everyone is doing well. I have here a fun project, and this project just uses your single-sided paper and just your papers in your stash, or just use some of your scrap papers. It's really easy to put together, and what I made here is a multi-layered pocket insert using your single-sided paper. So this is the completed one that I'd made, and I just added some goodies in here just to show you all the fun stuff that you could put inside the pockets. And it was really fun, and there's a lot of places where you could add like a journal book, some tags, some little ephemeras, and I'll show you what I put in here and how I embellished it. So down here I did embellish the front using one of my completed layered embellishments, where I had done a tutorial on how you could make these embellishments as well. It's really easy, again, just using your paper scraps. This one here has 1, 2, 4 pocket layers in this pocket insert. So this one here is the front little pocket, and I have in here a little teeny tiny pocket fold I guess insert as well, where you can add some little ephemeras in here, little tiny tags, and then there is another pocket up here as well. And I also done a tutorial a while back on how you could create these cute little pockets, and you can make 3 of these with 1 6x6 paper. And so I placed that in there. So I'll just leave that here because I want to show you how it looks like once everything is out of the pockets. I made a cute little teeny tiny mini file folder, again just using my scraps. And these projects, you can make this on a budget without a lot of crafting supplies or tools. You just use your paper scraps. This one here is a little match booklet. It just opens up, and I placed in here some ephemeras and a little banner embellishment. And then I just added a little flower layered shape using my paper punch. So I put that in there, so a ton of stuff can fit in this little front pocket. And so that is the front little pocket. And then there is another pocket here at the back, and I've got a tag, a little mini coin envelope which I had also made, and it's just really easy again to put together, just a little coin envelope. I made a while back just a Polaroid shape embellishment with a little tassel, and this is a die from a Cocoa and Reno die, which is a while back, and then I did some stamping at the back of some vellum. And so that is the second pocket, and the back here is another pocket. I made another tag, and the tag is also made similar to the paper laid pockets. It's just made into a tag, so it's a little mini version. So there is a pocket in the front, there is another pocket at the back, and I did use some vellum in the front, added a little dangle to the top. So I made that, and then I also had made one of these a while back. I done a tutorial as well, just using paper straws, and then I just did some embellishing, and I altered the paper straw and just did some fun decorating. I added a package goodie to the straw, and then what you do is you take out the paper clip, and then all you do is you just open it up from up here, and then you take all the little fun goodies out of here, and then they can reuse the packaging again and then re-gift this if they wanted to. And then I added a dangle here where you could take it out of the loop, and then you can add this tassel to another project. So this is a really fun little project if you want to know what you can make with your paper straws. So really easy. So that is 1, 2, that's the third pocket. And then up here is the large, deeper pocket, and I did place a journal booklet, which again I done a tutorial a while back on how you can make this with a 6x6 paper for your cover, and then just placing some photocopying paper to the inside so you can use this as a journaling page. Then I added a little file tab on the end, and these were also just made you just make these yourself. If you don't have a file tab die or a file tab punch, you can make your own. And again, I've done a tutorial on how you could create your own do-it-yourself page tab just using your paper punches. And there's a whole different ways you can make these tabs. So I've done a tutorial on that. And this fun journal fitted perfectly inside the back pocket. And then I did embellish the top here with one of my fish tail banner embellishment. I did have these in my shop, but I'm not too sure if I still have any left. Added some fun dangles. So this is the multi-layered pocket insert without anything inside, just so you could see. And everything's been torn. I tore the papers. I just thought that looked more interesting to have it that way than just a straight cut. So I'm going to show you how you can make one of these. I did make another one. This is another one that I've made. Again, the same way. The only difference, I did glue the sides and then I did some zigzag stitching around the 3 sides just to make it more stronger to keep the pocket together. And then you can also add this onto a page insert, as a page insert into a journal. You can punch a couple of holes here and add it to your planner organizer and attach it to a binder ring. So then you have a page to store some of your daily planner sheets or stickers. So that's another way. You could also just use this as a gift for Happy Mail. You could also add this to another page, for example, and fold your page in half and adhere this to the front of that page. And then you can open it up to create another booklet, or you could glue the sides to the top and bottom to create a side pocket. So if you have another piece of paper, fold that in half, place this on the top, and then you glue the part where you fold at the 3 sides to create a side pocket as well. So there's a lot of ways you could utilize these layered pocket inserts. So I'm going to show you how to make these. Just use your single-sided papers. I mean, if you can also use double-sided paper as well. It doesn't really matter. So I have here some single-sided papers, and for this project you're only going to need, for these 2 that I've made, you're only going to need 1 piece for your base, and that is going to be cut at 4 inches by 12 inches. You can also use your A4 size paper, or the paper that's 8.5 inches by 11.25 inches. So you can also use that. Just cut your paper roughly around the 4-inch side, and then you'll have it at the 11.25 inch. So you can also work with that size paper. So you need on your base, just decide which one, and that's going to be the one facing up here and down here as well. So you can decide with that size. And then you're only going to need 2 pieces of your other single-sided paper. You only need 2 pieces. I've got 3 here just because I haven't decided what I want to use. So just 2 pieces, and you want to have that size about 4 inches wide or a little bit bigger. And then the height doesn't matter at the moment because we're going to adjust the height as long as the width of your paper is about just wider than the 4-inch of your paper. That's the base. So I'm going to, let me just see what I want to use. I'm going to use that, and I'll use this one. So I'm going to use these 2, and these 2 will be these 2 pockets here. And I'll decide which one I want as the middle and as the, I'm going to leave that there so you can see. Okay, so you've got your piece that was cut at 4 inches by 12 inches. And then all you're going to do is you're going to grab the bottom and you're going to just roughly folding it over in half over to the top. So I'm just going to go about here. And then once you've made that fold, that will be the length, roughly the length of your pocket insert. So now you've got that done. We're going to grab this and we're going to tear this part. And you want to tear it. I teared mine. You can see this is the white part. which is this one, I tore it going up, or you can tear it going that way, or you can tear it going across, but I like to have that sort of zigzag sort of edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about halfway, so about here, and I'm going to probably zigzag mine. I'm going to tear mine going down that way. So I'm going to just grab this part around about halfway, and I'm just going to freehand and just sort of tear it just slightly, not straight, just a little bit, just like that. So you can see now it's sort of cut down. And then this piece here, just put that to the side because we're going to use that again later. Got my little flower must have come off. Oh, here we go. Just push that down. So now we've got that part. We're going to grab the other two pieces, and then you're going to decide which one you want as your next piece. That's going to be this piece here. And in my case, I think I'm going to use this one, I think. And I'm going to go that way. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rip this in half because I don't want that much. Just makes it easier. So again, you want the piece that's going to go down a little bit longer than the 4-inch. So I'm just going to do that for now first. And so this is going to go in the middle. And then what you want to do is you just want to lay this just a little bit underneath that fold, just enough so that it overlaps. So I'm just going to go like that. So you can see I just want a little bit just to overlap, just there, and making sure that this also is overlapping that page. And then what I'm going to do now, just going to press it down. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to do a tear going the opposite way, going that way. So I'm just going to hold that down. I'm just going to sort of go about here from there, and then I'm going to tear up. So I'm just going to grab this now. I'm just going to tear up, and I can fix this up again in a minute because I've got enough paper to play with. So you can see I've got that now torn that way. I'm going to place it back in there, and you can see now that it's sort of going to form into a pocket. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to tear a little bit here so it's not too much to work with. So I'm going to now place that back down there. This will now give me my second pocket. So about there. And you can see now it's sitting in there and in there. I'm going to grab some glue. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to just lift this piece up just a little bit over, and I'm just going to put some glue just along here up to where I think that part is. So that's going to go about there. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you can see I've got glue there, along there and there. I'm going to press this down. If you have an easier way to do it, a better way for you to adhere your papers, you could do it whatever way is easy for you. So now I've got that. So now that is joined, and that's going to give me this pocket now, just for now. So that part's done. Now I'm going to grab my other piece, which will be this one. That's going to be next. So let me just again tear that up. So that's going to go there. So with this one, I want to make the tear now going that way, the opposite way. Got enough there to work with. So I'm just going to create the tear that way. that in there. So now that is going to give me my next pocket. So again, just lining it up where you'd like that to be. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to I'm just going to add only a little bit of glue just to this side, because that's what's going to, and then glue onto that side. So just going to just open this up a little bit. So that's going to go there, and then just following that line, so the glue will finish there. I'm going to drop that. So now these three should all be adhered to the side here. So when you lift this open that way, they all should be adhered. All right, so now that's all done. I'm going to close this back up. I'm just going to turn it this way, and I'm going to tidy up the edge. And then same with the other side. So that tidies it all up now. Oops, I think I'll cut that one a little too. That's okay. You got the idea on how to. My paper must have moved a little bit, but not to worry. So that is how this pocket looks like now. So that's done. We're going to seal the sides now so that these pockets are ready. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to now apply glue all along the edge here, all the way to the fold line. And same to this side. The reason why that top one isn't lined up because I didn't let the glue set. So now I'm going to fold this over and press them down. And it should give me all my pockets now. So I'll just use this so you can see. So I have a pocket there, I have a pocket there, and one at the top here as well. So that little piece that we had torn from the base, which was this one, you can use that again and then place it down here to create a fourth pocket down here. And you could adhere that, and you can see that then you can just trim off that little bottom bit. You don't have to use that. If you don't want to, you can just go ahead and embellish it. You could add an envelope if you want to. I don't have an envelope on me here now, but you can attach an envelope there if you wanted to. But I'm going to place this here so I'm not wasting any of the papers. So I'm just going to place that there, and this will give me that little pocket. So now I'm just going to do that. I'm going to try and now trim off this edge. The excess, we don't need that. And then I'm just going to glue that to 3 sides down. So that will give me a fourth pocket. And that's all there is to that. And then up here, I did tear that. You can also do the same and tear that, or you can angle cut these corners to create like a tag shape, corner around the corners. You can leave it if you like. You can punch a hole here and then add some trim, or you can leave it, but I'm gonna tear mine a little bit because it just sort of uniforms the whole pocket with everything being torn. So I'm going the opposite way and tearing it on an angle the opposite way to the last pocket. So that is how I've made that, and that's all there is to that. And then what I've done here to embellish, like I've done here, I've made all these embellishments a while back again from my previous videos, and I just have them on hand. And then when you make your embellishments, you'll have them ready, and then you can just finish that off and add it to the front. So this one looks really pretty. And then I've also made this one here a while back, so this would be a nice one. You can add that to the front, and you can see that it doesn't have to coordinate with your papers, and it still will look really lovely as a finished project. This one here I just done recently, this torn layered circle to create like a flower shape, and that would look nice there. I've also made this one a while back, and that would look nice there as well. And there's this one, just so you can see any embellishment you make will look lovely on any of your finished or any of your projects to finish it off. That will look nice there too in the front. It's got a little tassel, so that will look nice there. I think, just so you can see, these are those little banners which are similar to that one. Just haven't punched a hole here, but that will look nice up here or down here. Add a little dangle there, or you can just place it in the middle. So there's just some fun ways you could decorate the front. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial creating a multi-layered pocket insert just using single-sided paper and papers from your paper stash. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.